What's up, guys? Bones from Slasher Radio here. I'm going to send you over to a conversation with Dead by Daylight game director, Behavior Interactive, head of partnerships, Mathieu Cote, where we talked about them working with Scott Cawthon on the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter that finally brought Springtrap into Dead by Daylight. And after that, we'll talk about what this could mean for a second Five Nights at Freddy's chapter. Before we get to that, though, remember to slash the like and subscribe buttons if you want to support the channel and have YouTube recommend you more videos like this one. Also, I want to let you guys know the episodes of the weekly Slasher Radio podcast are now being uploaded onto this channel. So if you're a true horror fan and you want to get in on the horror movie talk, be sure to check those out. And we would love to hear from you guys in the comments on those. But all right, let's hear what Matt had to say. You mentioned working with Scott, though. Everyone, and we asked, I don't know how much of it we'll be able to get to, but we asked our community for some questions on what they want to know, and we plucked here and there. Sure. What we seen come up a lot was working with Scott, and everyone knows how passionate he is about Five Nights at Freddy's and his property, and that rightfully so. What was it like working with him? How much influence did he have? Because last time we talked, you guys were still in the process of working with him. Now it's pretty much all said and done. What was that like?
Whenever we work directly with a creator, it's more intense, let's say, because they care, right? If I talk to some guy at Disney, for instance, to pick one, I mean, I love working with Disney; they're absolutely amazing. But when I talk to someone at Disney, I talk to someone who is, let's say, person in charge of relationships to external licensing for these characters. That's a very specific title, and that's their job, and it's a very professional conversation, as opposed to talking to someone who is the creator of something like this. And when you talk to them about their creation, there's something much more emotionally grabbing for them and for us, because we are dealing with a property that we have a lot of respect for and that we think is great, or else we wouldn't want it in our game. And so we are cautious and we want to make sure that we represent it well, and we're talking to someone who's emotionally involved. So clearly there's going to be more intensity to those conversations, but at the same time it means that you have a little more freedom, and you also have the ultimate source of information and context. Like, why is this character the way they are? Why are they doing what they do? What would they do in this situation? So yeah, it's great. It's great.
Okay, Scott was clearly very involved in the new chapter, as everyone assumed. There's been a bunch of rumors about a Five Nights at Freddy's 2 chapter, and I think this is very likely, mainly because of how anticipated the chapter was and how much it paid off in several ways. First, Springtrap is a balanced killer, which has been both enjoyable to play as and play against. Second, Springtrap has been very popular among almost the entire Dead by Daylight player base and seems to have staying power. We see a lot of chapters come and then go very quickly. That is not the case with Springtrap. Third, this chapter broke records for Dead by Daylight and continues to throughout the anniversary event. And last, but certainly not least, money talks. Obviously, the more something is financially successful, the more likely both sides will want to do it again. But with all this excitement and everyone just wanting more, I think what everyone is forgetting, and I really don't see being talked about much, even if there are talks of a second Five Nights at Freddy's chapter, the development time of this would probably put this out close to a year of us actually seeing the second chapter in the game. Let us know in the comments if you want a second Five Nights at Freddy's chapter and what you would want the chapter to look like. The Mimic, a Killer and Survivor chapter, we want to know. Don't forget to slash that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next video. Good night from Slasher Radio.